From Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America here at Seminole Hard Rock. I'm your host, Chris Hansen, alongside your other host, Joe Stapleton.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Joe.
Are you excited for Season 6, Episode 24?
Oh, man, you mean our 178th cash game episode, not including tournament episodes?
Yes, I do mean that, and I do mean to tell you all that tonight we are playing 100, 200, that's dollars, because you know what they say, everything's bigger in Florida. They don't say that, that is Texas.
Let's take a look at our table tonight. Lots of familiar names, except for the guy without a name, weirdly. Everyone's in for $50,000 except for Doug Polk, who's in for 3 times that.
Jeez, Doug, overcompensate much. Where'd you park your Hummer?
Let's get down to the action. With blinds being 100 and 200, that means any optional straddle will start at 400 to juice up the action.
Look at Doug Polk, Johnny Maxby over here.
You almost left and got a muffin instead.
Yeah,
Yeah, lunch has been great except for not getting the food. I'm gonna get a muffin.
So his name is GI. Is this what I'm to understand?
I'll allow it.
Well, GI makes it 700 with King Queen.
7?
7.
Good start here for Frankie Baby.
Fun.
And GI's drawn pretty thin here pre-flop. He's not to know that. Frank doesn't need to have aces to 3-bet.
So our first pot tonight is heads up with Frank Casella, and GI flop is 10-7 Queen.
Top pair second kicker for GI. He's gonna get into some trouble here. Like coming back late from shore leave, right?
I'll raise up to 5,000, and Casella will call. So quickly over $14,000 on this pot. 6 on the turn.
Not much at all for Frank to be worried about here. One of the safest turns possible. Not even a flush draw out there.
Looks like he's gonna fire again.
If I were Frank, I'd be tempted to raise. 20,000 in the middle.
Raise.
And he does just that, Stapes. He makes it 15,000.
Now I think GI can maybe think about getting away from this. But what am I talking about? This is South Florida. People fold less often than a saltine.
And sure enough, GI makes the call. So 44,000 as we head to the river.
Huge pot here on the first hand of the night.
And look at how excited all the players are about it. The river is an 8.
So a couple of straights get there. And it goes check, check. Aces are good.
Aces again.
Way too many aces.
God,
I feel like we're
aces.
playing Omaha. And then we start talking about the match, like, tell us, finish that story. Like,
Yeah.
you can never please the whole audience.
And then in the middle of your story, someone at the table starts talking, and they're like, shut up! Shut up! They get so mad
That
if you
Twitch
do
chat
that.
was pretty amazing doing that one.
You can always just turn the volume down.
Oh, back to the poker. Sorry.
Straddle's on, by the way.
Oh, they want.
And we've got another pair of aces in the mix.
They're like, we do not want to hear Deeb, please. Oh, man.
It's like, Doug, you cannot keep making fun of him. You know, he might quit poker.
I know, but then we know you won't. So.
Eventually I will.
Unless slow rolling dies.
Yeah. His soloing becomes
Can't
banned by
believe you
TDA.
slow rolled me like that.
I know, of all people too, Frank.
I know. I'm gonna figure out how to pay him back. I'm not gonna try to out slow roll him.
No, you can't do that.
I know my limitations.
We would never slow roll Shaun.
I know Glenn's put a $1,000 bound to slow roll me if you stack me, so.
The hardest part of slow rolling somebody, you gotta have the best hand.
Oh my God.
So we're going 4 ways to this flop. Rec and Mirzo, GI, and Deeb all called the raise.
Everyone wins.
Flop is 8, Queen, 6.
Great flop for aces. Friedman, 72% 4 ways. That is some solid equity.
And here he comes with a bet. 1,800 is all it is.
Rick Mirzo calling with king high and no draw?
I'm interested to see what upstate New York even looks like.
GI calls.
It's got trees.
No.
Trees, okay. I like trees. Sometimes.
Is your part not pretty? Where we're going?
Schenectady's not. Saratoga is.
I'm from Schenectady. The city crest is a manhole cover.
The turn is a 5.
Rick Emerzo drawing dead.
But I've never been to Schenectady. I don't even think I could spell it.
I've lived there my whole life and I can't.
But I mean, Shaun can't spell like basic words.
Yeah.
That's why he wears that Nerf shirt, because he forgets how to spell Nerf and he wants to have it handy.
Well, that 5 gave GI an up and down draw. And it doesn't look like he's going to get to see the river for free because the guy with no hope of winning this hand bets 3,500.
I mean, you could hope to get aces to fold on a queen high board, I guess.
Okay, you're right. I didn't mean to diminish his king high.
That should just be the.
GI's in with his draw.
35?
It's either got to be fancy food or a fancy nightclub if you wear the Nerf shirt.
And Friedman also calls.
We'll go to a French restaurant.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the good thing about Deeb, though. You know, if you're hanging out with Deeb, you're gonna get some good food. That's for sure. You know your restaurants. I'm saying he knows good food. Yeah.
Just have him hanging at the house.
It wasn't.
He will Postmates anything.
It wasn't a fat joke. I know they all sound
No,
like fat
but
jokes,
I
but I
mean,
It
actually.
sounded kind of like a fat joke.
And another queen on the river.
Yeah, that queen is going to look awful to Friedman's aces. And Rick Emerzo, he's going to continue telling the story that he's got the best hand here.
Wow. He got GI to fold.
Who had a far, far worse hand. Will he get aces to fold? Friedman better check himself before he Rick Emerzos. It doesn't work.
He makes the correct call.
They're the aces.
Nice call there.
Aces again?
You know, Joe, I've got a great idea I've been thinking on for a while. It's a Shark Tank-worthy idea.
Go on.
All right, hear me out. We have an episode where we only show hands with pocket aces.
I like your idea, and I love your hustle, but I'm not sure I can imagine scaling this product, and for that reason, I'm out.
Hey guys, it's Chris Hansen here, and in April of 2018, Poker Night awarded 3 winners the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for an all-expense-paid trip to play at our table on national television. Now, to commemorate the launch of our newest show, the Poker Night in America Celebrity Home Game, we're running the contest again. Now, to win your seat, just download our free poker app, play 5 hands, and register for the sweepstakes before May 1st. No purchase is necessary. It's that simple. We'll draw one lucky winner to fly to Pittsburgh on May 20th to play on our table for broadcast on national television. So click the link in the description box below, download the app, and sign up to win today.
Welcome back to the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, where they're building a hotel shaped like the Guitar Hero controller.
A little higher stakes than normal tonight on Poker Night in America. Blinds at 100 and 200.
That's true. Whatever a third American whiskey would be.
Looks like we're going to get Shaun Deeb in for the first time tonight.
Technically whiskey.
Got ace-jack, makes it 1,200.
Scotch is scotch.
Scotch, scotch, scotch. I love scotch.
The thing is, if like enough people see something, you're always gonna have people that are gonna just like insult you. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Casella calls out of the
I
blind.
get made fun of for like my wardrobe / hair like constantly. They're like,
Use
yeah,
that
you know,
something-
Doug makes some cool videos, but like those socks. I swear to God,
Your sock
that's
game
the
is
thing.
weak?
My sock game is apparently like the worst. You can
Flop is 5-4-4.
Somehow 5 deuce is actually the best hand.
GI with a very nice draw, actually a couple of them.
Couple of draws and 2 overcards, believe it or not. And why not bet this with the up and down straight flush draw?
What showed?
Right, I don't know if it showed or not. You may as well turn it over.
I did not see it.
You didn't see it? Okay.
Whatever you want to do is either way is fine.
4 spades.
Looks like Doug might have exposed his hand when he folded.
That's an honorable fold.
No one's
Frank got 2 folds, but certainly is not going to get GI to fold the draw this big. He is all in. Frank calls.
Do we turn him over?
And some sweating to be done by Frank Casella.
Ooh, a straight flush draw. That's exciting.
He's got a lot of cards to fade.
I like his hand.
GI's got a lot of outs, maybe too many outs. And you know, too many outs syndrome, that can lead to an infection of the upper GI.
I can't even turn him dead.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. When you,
that's an insane draw here, man.
Guys, are we running it once or twice?
it doesn't matter to me. You want to run once or twice?
One.
One time.
One it is.
One time.
One and done.
One and done.
Frank, you are so dead here.
All right, let's see the turn. It is a 3 of hearts, and look at that.
Like the toilets at Mike Pence's house. Straight flush only.
That was awesome.
Only a straight flush.
How much?
He had the straight draw and the flush draw, was not anticipating him to hit both simultaneously.
Surprised he didn't get the big end of it on the river.
All right, we got the straddle on from Reckamurzio.
It's just remarkable how much more enjoyable cash is than tournaments.
No, yeah.
Isn't it just like
Yeah. Yeah. The speed of the play,
Speed of the play.
camaraderie. It's just,
Here's the Shaun Deeb I love to watch play cards. 5-7 of hearts, raised to 1,200.
not like, oh, 16 blinds, do I call this jam?
yeah.
Call from GI in position with ace-king.
Yeah, it does get to be a little rote.
Just that shot, it really like sticking it to deep. It's the best, you know?
Cash poker is like Red Dead Redemption. Tournament poker is like Mad Dog McCree.
I don't know if I've ever been at a tournament table with you, have I?
What?
Have I ever been at a tournament table with you?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've actually ever played the same tournament table.
Flop is 6-4 queen. Booyah, Friedman.
He wanted, might have had a little bit of time, like early on day 1.
Reckamerzo would be more like Rechamerzo if he knew what his equity was right now, firing with 1% chance of winning this pot at Showdown.
8 o'clock day 1. Maybe. I didn't win that 6-max, by the way, I got second.
Oh, sorry. Maybe you should be better at heads up.
Unfair. It's actually a great need. It'll be like, yeah, that 6-max you won. Then you have to clarify you didn't win it. You know? You put it on the person. Like, oh no, I lost that, and they can go, oh.
GI with no straight flush draw folds.
That's better than losing, for sure.
And with the action in front of Friedman and this board texture, I love the raise.
Luckily, I've never had to do that for a bracelet.
It's funny, actually, like, my heads-up record's like really solid in tournaments, but then
Reckamerzo calls, drawing nearly dead. Now, Shaun might be thinking about putting in another raise here and attempting to take this pot down. He knows he can't be drawing dead.
people are going to be thrilled, and I'm like, no limit hold'em. It's like, yay.
You probably don't even get more.
Well, Deeb elects to call.
I'm going to need something.
You think?
Post flop, 24,000 in this pot.
We need to get you someplace.
Freeman's top set is ahead and gets better here on the turn.
Isn't that always the way? You're up and down, you end up making a pair, usually two. Shaun pairs a 7. Here comes another bet from Friedman.
We really need to take it out, I think.
Into 24,000.
They're being so big.
That's exactly half pot. And if you're Reckamerzo, I think you can seriously consider folding 2 pair at this point. Oh boy.
Or you could do that.
I don't see Shaun sticking around here. He's getting like 3 to 1 on his money, but if someone has spades, he's got dirty outs. He could also already be up against a straight or drawing to a chop. Lots of reasons to get away from this. Deeb's out.
One or twice, whatever you want. Twice.
Hey, guess what, guys? You can run it 40 times. It's not going to change anything. What do you expect from the guy that doesn't know how to spell reviewer?
He's about to be our reviewer.
Oh, nice.
What do you think of that?
I've been rubbing off on you, Hanson.
He remembers. Frank.
They're not really going to run it twice, are they?
Tenía eso porque completó. Completó. ¿Sabes? Era imposible. O sea, sentí que era imposible.
Okay, so the guy who's drawing dead lost. And the second river,
What are we doing?
No, I don't want to burn.
the guy who's drawing dead lost.
Oh, he missed again. Shocker.
The Queen of Diamonds peels off, you'd be pretty tilted.
Tough spot for Vito Reckamerzo, who I can't say I know, but I'm just going to assume that he's Drew McCallie's muscle.
Oh, come on, Chris, don't stereotype. I mean, he could be his consigliere.
Welcome back to the Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida.
Avi Friedman is currently crushing up over 50 grand.
Joe, what's the most you've ever been up?
Well, when I paid off my student loans, I was no longer stuck. So if my math is correct, the most I've ever been up is 0.
All right, so currently we have a seat open after that last hand, and we said goodbye to Recamarzio.
Oh, that goes back to that hand I was talking about with Aria.
Did you have the queen in that one hand? Where it was 3-bet pop to me, Deeb?
Where it was almost straight on the board?
Yeah.
I had a high card. A face card.
No.
Face card.
Everyone's so secretive
About what?
about hands that they have.
I'll just turn it right over if you're ever wondering.
I had the same hand that I took a stack with, actually. It was 2 queens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the name of the game, is to be secretive about the hands you have? I mean, I'm new to this poker thing, but
Could be, yeah.
You are supposed to keep your hand a secret. I'm almost positive. I read it in a book.
You never know. You never know.
the flop is 3-9 king. A couple of sets hath been flopped.
Man, I saw the 9 first, and I was like, good job, GI. And then I saw the kings. I was like, bad job, GI. Another top set. If you're GI, how do you not raise here? Deeb raised under the gun. He's leading into 3 players. You got a set of 9s. You got the second nuts on this board.
Well, he doesn't raise, he just calls. And now he finds himself heads up with Shaun Deeb.
Look how happy Shaun is. You can tell. Look at him. He's freaking out in there.
That mole just to the right of his nose, it always kind of flames up a little bit when he gets really excited. Turns a 4.
So not only does Shaun Deeb have top set, but it's still the nuts.
All right, here comes Shaun Deeb's bet. Let's see what the dollar amount is. Survey says 7,000.
How much?
Look at GI over here. Thinks he's being coy. Thinks he's being slick.
Oh, he's bluffing into me. This is great.
Thinks he's roping a dope, but he's doping a rope.
20,000.
20,000 is the raise with 3% equity.
Oh my.
And as I mentioned, Shaun has the nuts for this board. Worst case scenario, he is up against a flush draw.
All in.
All in?
I don't see GI folding after putting in 20,000 just there. When he knows he is probably behind.
Call. Top set.
Oh my.
Gross.
That's bad news.
Once or twice.
Well, this is awkward. I know. Why don't you guys run it 100 times and just give GI 3% of the pot?
That's brutal.
Look at Shaun's just taking the
Yeah,
money
here, I'll
already.
grab that other stack. Don't be bothered with
Just
that.
give it to me. We got this.
It's all going to be mine in a couple of seconds anyway.
Put it over here.
You want 1 or 2? 2? Okay.
They're gonna run it twice.
He actually thought about folding it too.
Each player gets half the pot per board. First board goes to Shaun Deeb.
That's what I mean. He thought about folding though. I mean, as hard a fold as that could possibly be. Wow.
And the second board, also to Shaun Deeb. GI Willikers, what a cold deck.
And what a monster pot for Shaun Deeb.
Good hand.
By the way, have we now entered into the Shaun Deeb wearing a big watch and big ring phase of the show? When did that start?
Rings are gross. I would never wear a gross ring. Queen 10 suited, the raise for Shaun. GI in with 6-5 off. Really? Come on, dude.
All kinds of attention for that raise from Shaun Deeb.
Casella's got Doug dominated, Doug's got Shaun dominated, and GI has got 6 high.
Flop is 4, Queen 3.
So GI has flopped up and down. Top pair for Deeb. No one has ever made an up and down draw. Do you know that? In history. This flop gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, still doesn't work.
A+ for trying, though. Keep going.
I'll get one.
3,600 the bet from GI.
Standard play here is to just call.
And that's what Deeb does.
When are we breaking up? Right now? Okay.
Turn is a 7.
OMGI. He got there.
See, that's better. Nice work.
We both got there.
Deeb does pick up a flush draw.
Yeah, so this could be gyros.
8,500, the bet from GI. I see Deeb raising. I don't know why, just because it's fun.
Top pair and a flush draw, never a terrible time to get more money in. But he is just calling. 8,500 is a big bet.
I mean, not for me.
29K in the pot. Here comes the river. Oh boy.
Oh, what a great card for GI.
And an expensive card for Deeb, I'm guessing.
I think Deeb's gonna end up checking here. Yup, he wants to give GI a chance to bluff at this. We know he's not bluffing. 15,000, quick call, nice bet, nice hand.
That's in.
The player known as GI loses 50 grand on a cooler and then wins it back 2 hands later. And you know what? He doesn't even break a sweat.
Meanwhile, I had to reapply my prescription deodorant. I'm sweating so much.
You know, you should really switch to like a more organic product because you're putting aluminum in your body every day with that stuff.
Oh, as opposed to the other really healthy stuff I'm putting in my body on a daily basis. Please, back after this. Yo, intern, whiskey me.
Download our new Poker Night in America app for free so you and your friends can have your very own poker night. Also available on Facebook Instant Games. Welcome back to Hollywood, Florida at the Seminole Hard Rock where play has come to an end for the evening. So let's have a look at the current stacks.
Vito Recamurzo went busto in a cooler and leaves 50 grand lighter. Doug Polk currently down almost 33 grand, but obviously he makes that daily in YouTube clicks. Big winners thus far are Avi Friedman up over 34K and Shaun Deeb up 55,700. Must be nice.
Make sure you tune in next time because we've got more coolers than a tailgate and chips will fly
like Homer Simpson opening a bag of Lay's in space.
Yes, exactly. For everyone here at Poker Night in America with Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hansen. End of show.
Nice hand.
That was sick.
Was that the turn card you were?
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also like and subscribe. But don't write the mean stuff too. It's all good.